What's up, everybody? Good morning. It is 3 a.m. and I'm awake because I want to make this video for you guys and because I like working with my dogs. But let's dive into it. Today we are covering two really good pieces of SITKA's line that are kind of very universal and awesome for warm weather. We got the spring coming up. Obviously summer's right behind that, and you can wear this into the early fall, that early teal season. So what am I talking about? It's no other than the lightweight long sleeve and short sleeve crews. So let's talk about them, and we'll go with the long sleeves first, and we'll dive right in from the website. So the Core Lightweight Crew long sleeve, built from the same moisture wicking fabric as the Core Lightweight Hoodie. Our Core Lightweight Crew long sleeve makes for a solid base layer. Whether used in a standalone piece during hot weather or layered into your system, the Core Lightweight Crew will perform across all seasons regardless of pursuit. The long sleeve comes in sizes medium to 3X. It's rated at it's priced at 69 bucks. It's about 4.5 stars on their site. They have it in the Optifade Subalpine. They've got it in the Elevated 2. They have it in the Open Country, the Waterfowl Marsh, and they also have it in a green called Pyrite. Now let's flip right over to the short sleeve because it's probably going to be the exact same thing. Off the website, it is with short sleeves and a low profile crew neck. The Core Lightweight Crew short sleeve is the next to skin layering foundation for all seasons. Featuring permanent Polygiene Odor Control Technology to neutralize odor by stopping the growth of bacteria and fungi. The Core Lightweight series works hard to keep odor at bay while actively moving moisture away from the skin. Comes in medium, large, XL, double XL. They have it in the Subalpine, the Elevated 2, and the Open Country, and that's it. Now, I have a hunch as to why they probably didn't do the short sleeve in any waterfowl line, probably because you're gonna wear it maybe a week, early dove, you know, that early teal season. But even then, you know, depending on the environment, you might just get away with this. So makes sense. So let's tackle well, we'll just tackle all of it because it's all pretty much wrapped into the same bunch. So right now I've got obviously I've got the long sleeve I have the long sleeve Subalpine on right now. What I have as well in the collection is the Elevated 2 in long sleeve. I've got the Subalpine short sleeve, and I've also got the Elevated 2 short sleeve as well. So it's not really going to be much of an actual dive into in terms of features. What's really nice about it is it's if you've ever worn an Under Armour, and I'm not trying to compare it in any way, it's similar. Let's use that word. It's similar to the lightweight feel, texture almost. Obviously it's not the same. We don't want it to be the same. What's nice about it is they have the integrated thumb loops. Really nice, and I have weird thumbs. They have the SITKA logo on them as well on both sides. And there's some of the thumb loops that I don't mind wearing. You know, most of the time I'll steer clear of thumb loops just because if you ever tried doing that and then putting gloves on, it's like you're like cinching down on that little piece of skin right there, that webbing almost. But besides that, they talk about the crew neck. Some people don't like crew neck, some people like V-neck, some people like this. I'm like, well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lightweight shirt. It's not designed for fashion, contrary to a lot of non-believers in the SITKA world. But it's awesome to wear as that base layer because it does indeed moisture wick. And anyone who doesn't know what moisture wicking really means, or I guess I should say the average Joe doesn't know what it means, it's just that sweat will come up from your skin where it would normally sit on top of your skin and bead, and just kind of, you know, let nature take effect, you know, the outside air, either dry it or cool it off or whatnot, because sweat's designed to, it's your body's natural reaction to cool the skin. That's what I've been told. So if there's any doctors or anyone like that, don't kill me here. Now, That being said, when you put a layer on top like this that will wick that away, what wicking in this situation means, and not John Wick, he's not coming after you. Don't kill his dog, man. Still can't get over that. When it starts beating and you start getting that moisture on top of your skin, the layering, as they say in the short sleeve, it is a next to skin layering foundation. It's pretty much sitting on top of your skin without like constricting it like an Under Armour might do, and it's pulling that moisture right away. All right, so what that's doing is it's keeping your actual skin dry, not to the point where you're, you know, like cracking or whatnot, but to the point where you're not getting bogged down. You know, where cotton is a great summer kind of material. They always, if you go online and Google, like, you know, best or lightest clothing to wear in hot weather, cotton's gonna come up. And that probably makes sense as to why the military only issued those as shirts, but never mind. That being said, if you've ever worn cotton in the summer, yeah, it's super lightweight in the fact that it's lightweight when it's dry. You start sweating, or, you know, pretty much doing any activity that includes, you know, moving, you'll start sweating, or at least I do. I'll sweat like crazy. So these I wear pretty much every day. Not the camel ones every day, but, well, actually, yeah, pretty much every day. Because it's so nice, because even in the winter time or the summertime, I'll wear long sleeves or short sleeves because it serves its purpose of keeping me dry. Because what's nice about it is if we continue that process of, okay, it pulls it off the skin, now it's in the fabric itself. The fabric is breathable, so it pulls double duty, which means that any of the outside elements affecting upon it are going to be able to draw that out from the actual material itself. And now you're, not only you dry, but the actual garment is dry. So that's one of the nice features. What's even better is the fact that take all of that, now throw a pack on your back. Most of the time, and, you know, I'll refer back to the military, when we would do ruck marches, I think there was one instance where they were like, hey, take your top off and just ruck in your shirt. And obviously you had boots and pants and everything, but it was like someone, we were down in Fort Benning, and it was in Georgia, and it was like August, and we were cooking. I remember, yeah, you'd get sweat down the front from dripping or whatnot, but you take that pack off after 6 or 12 miles, whatever you're doing, man, it's drenched. It is absolutely soaked, and it's like, okay, this is gonna take a minute to dry out. And when it does, is I'm pretty much gonna have a salt factory on my back. We used to call that, when you would get that salt that kind of is pushed into your skin, we call it prickly heat. And the best way we would combat that, and just a quick story here, is we would take, in the field, we would take, they used to hand this out like candy, the hand sanitizer bottles, the Purell. We would take some of that, we'd have a buddy of ours rub it on our back. Gay! And we would take our CAT cards, our ID cards, we always had to have them on us. And after we let the Purell sit on our backs for a little bit, do its magic, whatever, a buddy would take it and slowly scrape it down our back.
I'll scratch you, bitch.
You'd be able to see the salt, the crystallization, I guess that's what you would call it, of the salt. And ever since then, I was like, man, you gotta change. Something's gotta change about this. So they came out with better shirts and whatnot that were regulation approved, but nonetheless, that gives you an idea of what can actually accumulate in your skin. So these are awesome to prevent that. Even if you do get that feeling when you push that pack off after a long hike, or push that decoy bag off, this dries so quick and it pulls whatever it can out of the skin. All right, that's why I like these. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to go through them because they're exactly what they are. There's not really any crazy features. Logo on the left and the back of the neck. They got the thumb loops, and they come in short sleeve and long sleeve. Guys, these are probably one of the best things that you guys can like kind of toss in your pack, just because of how versatile they are. You know, if the weather happens to change on you like that, like we know it can, these are cool just to have in your backpack or your ruck or whatever. Toss it on, because no one likes to hike back in a hoodie. They're 59 bucks for the short sleeve. They're $69 for the long sleeve. And like I said, they're rated really well. If you want more colors, go on to the long sleeve. That's where you're gonna find it. Your tall sizes are also on the long sleeve as well. So check that out. And so far they've got larges in both, so fingers crossed. Guys, head on the website, check them out. You won't be sorry. So give them a look, and we'll see you on the next one. We're out.